Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. There's our train that we were on. Isn't she glorious? And we're also sat in front of a machine factory. Yes, some of you in the comments, and I want to thank you for that, pointed this out, and obviously we're turning these logs into planks, and a machine factory will make use of those, even without an end delivery point. What it does with them is none of my concern. We'll just make the money and deliver what they want, or half of it at least. So yes, it's going to be a short intro today, which is not a bad thing, right? We've got to build a station here before our train heads back to the sawmill. It's going to take a while anyway, so we can relax a little bit. The crash, we all remember that, don't we? Which is probably why I was on tilt and didn't see this. I did some testing for 4 hours playing this map on fast forward at ×4, so the equivalent of 16 hours of gameplay. I added some lines as well, which we'll add today. I did not save it afterwards, so we're back where we were at the end of last episode. You haven't missed anything. And it didn't crash. However, after I finished recording the previous episode, I did notice there was a little Windows update pending, which probably happened during recording. Now, the last time my computer decided to crash a game, there was a Windows update pending. Coincidence? I don't know, perhaps. The only reason I was concerned is I take great pride in keeping my system running smoothly. So it was a little bit of a surprise to me. There had been, like I said, you got the Windows update, several updates from Urban for the game, so it could have been anything. Loads of mods, who knows? So yes, anyway, we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to be too bothered if it crashes. It really doesn't take me long to get back to where we were. The train's still on its way. You can hear the gates over there, possibly. I don't know how loud it is for you, but we can hear the train, that's for sure. We'll head over there before he gets there and see how much money that's making us as well. What else do I need to say at the beginning? While there he goes, full of logs. We hopefully will double head that before the end of the episode as well. It's going to be bringing half of its logs back as planks to deliver here where we are now. So yeah, we'll get on with that, shall we? Shall we bring up the UI and see how much money he's making us? Making a small fortune, 1.68 million per delivery. He's only done one, yeah, that was the one we were on board for. Before he gets there, we'll set this up and make sure that we've got a return journey where we'll be half full. So, we've got a bear. So yeah, distracted. We'll do that now quickly, and then I'll talk a bit more about what we've got planned today, which is a lot of building of new lines to encourage growth. Should we go maximum size? Because what I want to do is have some sort of turnaround here. I want it to come in and then go back out. We've got plenty of money in the bank, thanks to that train, no doubt. Have we left ourselves enough room here? I hope so. We'll find out shortly, won't we? How does that look? Oh, it's quite smooth, isn't it? It doesn't seem to be doing much. I mean, we could make sure we could come out to here, just raise it up so that's flat and that's flat. Tick that. We don't mind about the speed. You're coming into a station. And then we'll leave a bit of room for a signal and head that way. Now, bit of a junction going on here. There's going to be the train station somewhere, probably branch off and then head across. I don't know how we're going to run the line just yet, but we can adjust it as we go. Right, so that's in already. What you haven't seen yet, and I'll put these in now, is signals. We have some signals here, which look wonderful. These are pretty close, I believe, to what exists in Switzerland. So yeah, we'll use these. Don't they look fantastic? Quite a lot better than the default. Was that two-way? Yes, it was. Right, brilliant. I don't know about having one here. We'll just put one in for now anyway. Purely for looks. There we go. They're unnecessary. We've only got one train running. Yeah, so by the end of the episode, we'll try and get this train all double-headed. We're going to have to edit its route. Let's do that. We're going to add that station over there to the end. And we're going to have to change what it does here. It's also going to be loading the planks. And then it's going to be dropping off the planks. There we go. Lovely. Now, hopefully, he says, that should trigger the factory over here, the sawmill, to drop off some planks for us to pick up on the platform, which in turn will make us a lot more money. So yes, thank you. Should we go down here and have a look at it go across the bridge? It's going to be awesome when the passenger lines are hooked up as well. Yeah, so thank you to everyone in the comments who pointed that out. There's a couple of you at least. And I didn't see that. No. Now, the next thing I want to do while he's going off to drop off all that business is we've got to keep an eye on this, don't we? I think we're doing all right here. This boat is probably going to start making us a... Yeah, there we go. This is getting super busy. Look at all that. But it's not overcrowded, so not a problem. We don't mind. We could add some more on. In fact, why don't we? We're going to add another one of these on. Right. If it's is it making us money though? Should we bring up the line data and just double check that I'm not making things up? There we go. Yeah, they're all making profit. Another tram is probably required. We only have like single lines at the moment. You'll see there's more and more cars appearing that we have to compete against. We're going to add another one of these on as well. We can afford it. We just want to keep everything flowing. I'd rather there be empty trams or empty seats and people getting to where they need to go faster. How's our shed? It's looking all right. Hey, we got a score of 3. Look at us go. I don't know what the high score is, but 3's all right. Another thing I've got planned is what I was doing while I was testing is deliver these construction materials into Spients. That's what we're calling it today. We'll call it something different every day. And I know we have it here and we could cross it with shipping, but this has no delivery. Otherwise, we may as well make use of it and get maximum profits. A little bit gamey, perhaps, but yeah, the best way to do it, I believe, to save us crossing the path of our passenger ferries there. We could, because we've got Briance down here and Interlaken as well, so we could extend these passenger lines and set up public transport there. But first, should we set up a pickup for these? Now, we could do this multiple ways. I think just to get going, not with a train, we're going to have our trucks, because the first train line I want to concentrate on, could just have it like that, couldn't we? Yeah. The first train line I would like to concentrate on is the one we just set up there. That's going to make us a lot of money. I should have done this much bigger. In fact, we don't need half of what I've done, do I? No. Oh, you get refunds now. It matters not, guys. It matters not. Yeah, I forgot about that. Let's extend it. Why not? Eventually, they're going to be bigger trucks, aren't they? We are still paused. We don't have to worry about that. Right, there you go. We're in. Now, we need a place to drop off these construction materials or bricks. And that's going to be away from our bus line so we don't trip over it. Probably on one of these back streets. We can just drop it in as long as it hits all the buildings. I kind of don't want to hit those two. I'd prefer them to all be over this side if possible. They may be encouraged to do so if we have it where it doesn't reach them. We can always bulldoze them later if need be. Obviously, it does charge us for that. but it's a little bit about trying to mould our towns. Okay, let's set up this line, and then we've got some more money coming in eventually. Now, another thing we need to talk about: depot lottery returns. You'll be pleased to know, for those that have missed it. Yeah, that's gonna happen. When I was testing for stability, they came out of here instead of here when I duplicated trucks on this line. A little bit unfortunate. Should we actually name this? What would this be? This would be... It's not Interlaken, is it? No, it's that one over there. What are we calling it today? Spiance. Oh dear. Spiance combat delivery. That's what this will be. Done. Alrighty. Let's get those dropping off, shall we? It's going to be quite simple for this one. We're going to buy them from here. No depot lottery involved there. How many should we have? As many as we can afford? 6? Well, let's go with 6. It's not going to require many to start with, is it? We'll colour them red, and we'll stick them on the line that we can't currently see. There it is. There we go. And, you ready for it? Depot lottery time. We're nowhere near meeting quota here, obviously. If we bring up the line manager, we have a rate of 29, and we can go up to 400. So yes, we can throw some more vehicles on here, probably just 4 more for now. They're quite pricey. 8 vehicles. How much does that cost? Doesn't say, but yeah, it's going to cost us a fortune. We're down to 388k. But where did those trucks come out of? Oh, they did come out of here. Brilliant. Maybe because we just used it. I have no idea why it decides to come out of there or over there. But that's where it came out this time. Maybe I wasn't looking down close enough. Who knows? Does it matter? Kind of. Are we going to be bothered about it? Absolutely not. Have you got any on yet? You've got what? A plank on there. That's fine. And what will happen is, by the time he comes back, all the logs that he's just dropped off. I called it a she earlier, and now a he. It's fine. It's fine. You can be both. Yes, they're dropping off all the logs, and they're going to be processed into planks, and by the time it's done its full journey, it'll come back and pick up the initial load that it dropped off in plank form. I do love this. I'm proud of myself, guys. I'm glad you guys liked it. Also, and we're going to ride along with it, I want to thank you for all your kind words and best wishes during my channelversary. It was funny that it was the time that the game would crash. Typical, right? Typical. But anyway, yes, we're on the way back. Finances looking good. We managed to get 2 deliveries in the space of a year. That's always nice, isn't it? That won't be the case anymore. This isn't going to be much money, obviously, but a bunch of planks there. But like I said, it will be soon. Oh yes, it just delivered 2 million back in the bank. So what should we do? We're keeping up fine with the buses here. However, I would like to do the... I know I said I'd wait, but as you can see, the hordes are coming. We could have a counterclockwise one, even though it's kind of a loose line, as I said. But I feel a counterclockwise one would give them better access to town, and that pleases them greatly. They'll be more willing to jump on the bus and then the boat rather than take their own vehicles if it's convenient. And that's what I'm all about. Convenience over profit when it comes to things like bus lines and metros. Where I make my big bucks is obviously the boats now, and the trains, which we have over there. You can see it from town. Oh, it's wonderful. Yeah, so what we're going to do is mirror this. Go in clockwise, this one, right? Yes. So there we go. We'll do that. Each side. I don't think we can squeeze one in there, though. Can we? No. We can put it there. Can you go there? Well, there will do. Close enough. it doesn't really matter, does it? Right, are we almost done? Nearly. One there, and I think we're done. Perfect. And we'll call this a number 2, and we'll have it a different shade of blue. That sounds like a plan. Add station. Oh, not to this. Don't add a station to that. Click a new line. Right, so you're going this way around. The opposite way around. Counterclockwise, anti-clockwise. Oh, there. Perfect, guys. And that's going to be... What blue do we have that? That doesn't really matter, does it? Should we have this on a darker blue? Hey, look, GT logo. Sort of. Close enough. Did I miss any stops? I don't think so. We'll add some more buses to that then. And we'll see if they spread out. Because that way, to get to here, rather than going all the way around, you can just jump on the one going clockwise. Let's buy some more buses. We'll have 6 on that. 6? Yeah, 6. Go on. 6 on there. We'll colour them the... Oh, it's that dark blue, I think. And we'll put you on line 1, which doesn't have a name. My bad. We'll change the name of that. Oh, what was the other one called? We'll do it in the line manager thing instead. The other one was called Spience Commerce Loop. So we'll call this 2. That I feel like I've... Yeah, and keep adding the N in there. Spience Commerce Loop. They both are, technically. Just one's anti-clockwise and one's clockwise. And yeah. So we've got 1 and 2. The reason I use 1 and 2 is because of Sheffield. The 2 loop buses were 1 and 2. I think they ran opposite ways round as well. They went round the outskirts of Sheffield. But it was, if you stayed on that, that was a journey and a half. Alright guys, we're all set. We're all set. I'm looking forward to seeing how they do that. How are we doing on our train? You're just getting back. It's a journey, isn't it? I don't know whether to take another loan out for this. It might be worthwhile because we're not going to keep up, obviously. What sort of rate are we doing? We're only doing 82. And we can take up to 400. Obviously, the cost of the train would be ridiculous because we'd have to add another loco in. Just go to locos. So another loco, yeah, that would be expensive. Modify for 2.4 million extra plus all of these wagons. Pricey, pricey. We might be able to do it though. Anything else we should add today that we can possibly add? Should we do this? Should we connect this up? Just have a little truck line. I say a little truck line, it might cost us a fortune to terraform up here. That's alright, that's alright. We'll do it. How do we want to do that? We could have a little loopy thing here, couldn't we? That looks like a good idea. Let's do that. We'll have a little loop. It'll be that way around. It doesn't matter, does it? We'll figure it out. Might as well have it maximum size. We'll connect in and then back out again. Like that. Before it slopes down. I think it'll be that side though, right? So we'd come in that way and turn around. Yeah. Well, we'll configure it and we'll do a one-way system just to make sure. Yeah, drop off there. We'll get rid of that side. I keep forgetting to turn that off. And don't refund it all. Just this. I thought it was going to delete the lot, but it isn't. That's good. Eventually, we're going to get one-way streets as well, so that'll be nice. Yeah, can we make this a little better? Curvy curve. Don't go up the hill. Oh yeah, we've got a nice... It's pricey, but it looks cool. Does that look nice? Let's have a look. Yeah, I do like that. And we'll slide in here as well. Just like that. That is fine. Perfect. That'll do. And then we've got a bit of a journey down there. So that's that side done. And we're only dropping off here. Eventually we can make a proper one-way system to drop it off. And pick up. But we could just have like a little turnaround, couldn't we? Coming out of there, yeah. So if we go off straight, away from where we're heading, into here, we can make the curve. There we go. Like that. Perfect. Get you in there. It's a bit bumpy. Prefer you didn't do that. There we go. Or could we just head? No, don't do it. There we go. We're in. And then we'll just have a little drop-off point. Here. Perfect. Right, let's set that up and make sure I've done everything in the right order. To there, to there. Is that all right? Look at you. Look at you go. Right, these are logs. We only have one brown. What would this? Sion? Sion? Yeah. My French is not the best. If you've been watching Frostpunk, you'll know that for sure. There was a massive paragraph of French text that you weren't supposed to know, so it was fitting for me. Sion, what is this? Lumber haulage? No, logging. We'll just call it that. Logging haulage. Done. Done. Got logging freight, which is the train, and logging haulage, which is the trucks. We cross over there though, don't we? Does it matter? No, because you're not going to be waiting. I prefer you didn't though. We could swap that around. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to quickly do that, guys. Alright, there we go. Swept around. We'll leave that other one there for, I don't know, scenic reasons. You'll see it does the loop there if you have it coming in that way. But all we've got to do is switch that to 1. And you'll see it does it lovely. There we go. That way it just doesn't cross over here. I forgot about the junction there. That's my own fault. Alright, let's get some trucks on there. We can... I'd rather not take them all the way down from there. You can have your own little depot. But we have it up here, like, branched off. Depends how big they are, really, doesn't it? And how much it'll cost us. It'll be kind of nice, though, wouldn't it? Part of the scenery. Can we just squeeze in? There you go. A little junction there. I like it. That's better. Let's spend some funds on tidying that up. Have I got it paused? No. Good. We'll check on the train shortly. Tidy this up as well. And that. I know. Like, money's an issue, and here's me making it all prettified. Do you know what? We're going to paint it, because that's free. Do we have any, like... Do we want gravel? I kind of want that asphalt there. Let's knock that size down a touch. Okay. Oh yeah, we could hold shift and fill it all in. Okay. We'll have it all... Oh, not that. I didn't know I was doing that. Well, we can delete that, can't we? I forgot it would colour in the this area. Fear not, you can undo it. Do you know, the tools in Transport Fever 2 are amazing. I love them. There we go. Oh, lovely. I don't think the bush is required. Oh, that didn't smooth out properly, did it? No. Tidy that up. There we go. Nice and flat. We could even have some goods. What is it? Wood? Is this logs? Yeah, look, we could stack some up here. They're waiting for delivery. They don't need to be perfect, do they? I should know. You should drive a forklift. Many of us would not do that correct. How about some little logs just parked here? Unnecessary scenery or necessary scenery. Now you can stack these if you want. We could put like a few on top of here by using comma and period. If you hold shift, you get finer control. There you go. Put a couple on there. There you go, guys. Look at that. Just adds a bit to it, doesn't it? Should we put a little shed in or something? Why not? I found some, guys. Oh, that's perfect, isn't it? Well, I just have that there. There you go. It's even got the smoke and everything. Do we like that? Isn't that cool? Right, don't click configure. Last time I did that, it crashed. Okay, let's get our trucks on. I know, I got carried away. I could have had the trucks on, making us money. Okay, we're going to have 6 on there because we can afford it. Colour them brown. And put you on there. There we go, guys. More money. There's our logs there. that match these. And then when they're full, they go into the bigger ones, but only on, I believe it's only on the train stations. I don't know. I can't remember if they do it on here. They possibly don't. Oh no, they do. There you go. Right, more money. We'll add more trucks to those once that's got going. These trucks that we have them here and here, and going into town as well as this little line. Some of them will remain as trucks. Obviously this one, as it's quite short. That one probably as well, and definitely that one. But this one, for instance, will be a train eventually, as I believe we're going to have a train line running down here. It might compete with a ferry a bit, which is why we'll wait on that. This side, definitely having a train. Look at how busy it is. I mean, we're sort of keeping up, aren't we? I would say, with funds. Are we close to affording this? No, not yet. But I will say we're starting to make a bit of cash on here. We just spent a fortune, didn't we? Well, the train's on the way back as well. There you go. That's the normal income. Now, this is annually, but obviously it's annually as in every 12 minutes. That's what that is. And it's going to be different per year. I don't know how long it actually takes to get there. If we go into here and go to details, you'll see its lifetime it's 41 minutes old. So almost an episode. Look at that. And if you fast forward it, we'll just do this quickly. You'll see that the time increases. There you go. And it's 10% of its lifetime. Isn't that cool? Put that back on normal. I'm sort of tempted to take out a loan because I know I've already took out a loan. The reason is it's obviously making us money as a single train. So if we double head it and at least double the size, it's going to make us double the money per trip, isn't it? So that'll be fairly easy to pay off, I would say. I mean, we're obviously taking advantage of the scenery here rather than ploughing straight through the mountain. Oh, I do like that. I do like it a lot. I mean, we've got a bit of money in there. We could wait until he drops this off and we wouldn't have to take out too much. We could try and figure it out. How are you doing now? We need to get our rate up to 90, so let's do that, and then we'll concentrate on that for a little while. They're all... Oh, they are producing. That's great. So we're going to need more of these. It doesn't really matter which depot they come out of, does it? No. Let's at least double those. We'll check the rate. So that's 36. This is only 63, and we need 90. Yeah, we're going to need quite a bit more, aren't we? I don't know. There is a train actually in Interlaken, and there is a train heading up here, although it's light rail. In real life, I don't know whether we can get up here with a real train. We could do a tram to represent the little light rail route and have its own road up here. That's an idea. We don't actually have any requirements other than public transport, which is interesting. It does have industrial buildings and commerce, I would imagine. Well, we can find out for sure, can't we? If we what is it? This one, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So that'll be a fun little project coming up the mountain here somehow. We'll figure that out. Let's head back over. Do you know, should we invest in another ferry? We've got 4 million. I don't think that's going to earn us quite as much as double heading this. Right, pause it. In fact, you don't need to pause it. We might actually be making enough money from our lines now to be able to keep it running and earn cash. Okay, we've got it paused, and I'd like to see how much it will cost to actually build this consist double-headed. It's the SB... Oh, I don't know. Is it the SB? SB 106. So it'll be that one. And then we can take it out as a loan, the difference. Currently, it's only going to cost us 2.4, so we can afford it. I think it was about 6 million, 6.5 million, right? So it's going to cost us a little over that. Oh yeah, we could take it up to, say, take a loan out to 7.5. Yeah, otherwise we've got to faff around doing that each time, because once you go back into it, it doesn't remember. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna borrow even more money. We can afford it. We can afford the interest, guys. It's worth it. 8 million, that should cover us. And then, in fact, play it. We'd be better off buying it once it's up here. Otherwise, we're paying the maintenance, aren't we? So put it on fast forward. We should earn enough money to cover... I shouldn't have took the loan out. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, if you're going to play it properly, play it properly. Yeah. What we should have done is wait until it got to about here, somewhere on the station, and then change it. That way we're not paying the interest on the loan or the extra maintenance required to double head it. I mean, if you really wanted to cheese it, we could make the train shorter. Yeah, if you're really tight on cash. Although it looks like we're doing all right. We're making plenty of money off our trams and our boats. And this train, it is going to make us some cash. Yes. We'll get to see how much money it's making once it gets in here. Come on. How much money are you making us? Wow, that's 835,000 coming back this way. That's beautiful. Okay, we need to get up here. We're going to pause the game as soon as he pulls into the station. Anything we do not spend will pay off if they're multiples of 500,000, 500,000. So we're not taking all the money out. Right, pause that there. Because we could pick up loads. We're only carrying 88 at the moment. So yeah. Right, I'll quickly build this as a double-headed consist. Alright, so now we've got it double-headed and it's double the capacity. However, since we're double-headed and everything, I feel like we could throw at least a couple more wagons on there and see how that goes. Let's add a couple more on. It can carry 192. It's 306 meters though, so we're going to have to extend the stations, which is fine. And it's mediocre. It also doesn't seem to budge either. Our trains can... Actually, we got the wrong trains. No, we don't, because they're beefy, aren't they? Yeah. I mean, we could have took these, but these have got much better pulling power. And tractive effort, I think, as well. Yeah, tractive effort and pulling power. So they get going quicker and they can maintain their speed better as well. So yes, 7.3 million. It's going to carry quite a bit. Here we go. Now it's a monster train. As you can see, we're kind of crashed into the scenery here. Your tenders inside you. That's amazing. We're going to extend this further out. We'll put a couple more on platforms. There we go. Which means they'll store more as well. It doesn't matter about it storing any sort of amount, to be fair. But we could extend this one. I don't think it really matters because nothing's happening the other side. Shall we see? How much would it cost us? Not there. It's fine. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. And there and there. And then we'll get to see how much that's going to cost. Cost us? Let's hope not. How much that's going to make us. There he goes. He's coming in here. He's double-headed now. Look at that. He's a monster. And of course, that factory is going to kick up a notch as well. What sort of rate have we got now? 163, that's what it says. However, that's not true, is it? No, we'll let that do its thing. As long as we get off the mark, okay. Now, this doesn't have the usual default views. that Transport Fever has. You said, there was a comment, could you just show the default view? This would be the default view for this loco. And then you've got that one, that one, that one, that one, which I don't know. I just don't know. Why would you have that? I mean, I get it, I guess, but it's... Oh dear, stop. That one's kind of cool. That one's alright. And then you got the next loco. It does all the same. Sort of. Yeah, and then we're back to the beginning. However, we could use the keys to move around. Like so. Could even get up the front here. Like that. We'll probably have a cab ride. I don't know whether at that height. Maybe that height. I don't know. We could go that side. Look around. Anyway, but not yet. Not yet. I want to see how much that's going to earn us. It'll be more than what we have been earning. Is that more of a train for you guys? I think so. How much money we got? Right. Repay some of that. We're 15 million. That's what we're at. 15 million loan. These signals, I love them. They are like miles ahead, aren't they, of the default signals, which are probably Swiss. Yeah, I never thought about that. I mean, Urban Games are from Switzerland, aren't they? Perhaps they are. Awkward. Never mind. They look better. Just saying. I guess it's subjective. Some of you might... Does anybody like the default ones over any of the modded ones? I mean, they're alright. They just seem very, very basic and very plain. Goodness me, look at the time, guys. Right. Fast forward this. We'll have another ride on it. That's going to look pretty cool going through here. I do like it. How are we doing? We might as well look at some stuff. Still 26. Did we add any more of these on? We did, didn't we? Yeah. At least that's rising. I mean, it's another 30%, right? We're going to get that city growing, which is more people to get on the boat as well. How are they doing down here? Let's hit play. There we go. Guys, they're spread. Isn't this beautiful with the houses as well now? Are they... What are they? They are residential. That's beautiful. I love it. Oh. Anyway, how much money are you going to make us? Look at that train coming through there. Let's admire our double-headed monster train. That's hopefully going to make us a small fortune. That's what I'm really hoping. Oh yes, that's better. Much nicer. I like it. You're not going to be earning your full amount though this time around because you've got half of the previous size. Ignore that we're in the red. That's going to change very shortly. Come on. Payday. That's what we need. Is that even long enough? I think it is, right? It should be about perfect. We could even go a little bit longer. Look at that. But that is lovely. 3.6 million. Well, there you go. We could repay another. Let's pay some more off. There we go. There you go, guys. Down to 12 million before the end of the episode. Should we get on board then? Eventually. I know it's going to cost us an arm and a leg to run. But worth it, I would say. We'll check on how much a full run is next time. What are we going to do next time? I mean, we've got a lot hooked up. Maybe start thinking towards our first passenger line, which would make sense to branch off from here. And yeah, this is where we're going to do it, I think. We're going to have one that runs all the way down like that. We've also got a line that's going to be running that way. Anyway, we'll talk about that next week. I'm looking forward to that. Should we get on board? Do you want to end with the same cab ride, or do you want to see it? And we could have a fly-by type thing, something like this. Let's see it go through the mountain. That's a bit different, isn't it? There we go. With all the beautiful scenery around, that might be nice. Alright guys, that's been episode 5. Hope you all had a good week. Or, yeah, last week. It's the start of the week now, isn't it? Sunday. Goodness me. And I'll see you next time. Where we'll, what have we got to do? Passenger train? Maybe. I think this is going to earn us enough to get rid of most of our debt. Increase some of the throughput of our lines, definitely. Maybe add some little local buses to tide us over, right? To get them from town to town. It's going to compete against the boats, but maybe it'll work. No, do you know what needs public transport? In the valley. Over there where we're looking. Yes, that's what we need to do, guys. Bus services in the valleys. Done. Job done. Alright, until next time, take care.